I feel like I hit the struck gold. Like, I don't know. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Vera. I'm a St. Louis based content creator. Today I wanted to share with you guys some of the things I've really been enjoying for the month of April. They've been in heavy rotation and I just can't get enough of them. Before I spill my heart out to you guys, I need you to do me a favor and I need you to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 200 subscribers before the end of the month, and every beautiful subscriber counts. I would really appreciate it. So pause the video real quick, subscribe, and then press play again. Let's start with food and drinks. For those of you who know me personally or have watched enough with me, you know I love coffee. When trying to do keto, the coffee was killing me. The lattes and the macchiatos, I don't know if you guys are aware, but they're loaded with sugar and carbs. I believe I want to say just a grande macchiato has like the upwards of 25 to 30 grams of carbs. So the drink that I've been getting lately is the salted honey cold foam nitro cold brew. This drink is keto friendly. It only has about 9 grams of carbs in it, but you still get a good amount of sweetness from the salted honey cold foam. For people that love coffee, it's really strong, but it's still smooth. It's not very acidic. It's just so yummy. I absolutely love it. It's really been helping me keep my carb count down. I personally don't know what it is. I've had cold brew at other coffee shops and even the cold brew at Starbucks. Like, I don't know what to say, but the nitro cold brew just hits different. I get that the nitro is supposed to like help your body feel the effects of the caffeine sooner. The nitro cold brew just tastes so good, and the cold foam on top literally is just like icing on the cake for me, and I go crazy. I absolutely love it. I feel like I hit the struck gold. Like, I don't know. Now, the other thing that I wanted to share with you guys is the egg bites. So the egg bites are also keto friendly. The ones that I get, it has a little fancy name. It's bacon Goudo something, I don't know, but I just say I want bacon egg bites and they know what I want. They only have like 9 grams of carbs. I want to say they have 20 grams of fat and like 19 grams of protein. So that's right up my alley, especially when I'm trying to do keto. And I will say I think the calories is like 200, 300, I don't know, but it has cheese, bacon, eggs. It's heaven. It's so good. It's like savory, salty, yummy goodness. With the whole COVID-19 situation going on, a lot of places are closed. Starbucks, the ones that I go to were closed, so I had to go to a drive-through one, and I don't know if you guys have been lately, but the lines were atrocious. Like, they were just flat out disrespectful. And I didn't always want to wait in line to get my nitro cold brew, so I decided to make my coffee at home when I could. And I just have the box because the lid is in the dishwasher, but this is the Bodum Bistro electric coffee grinder. This is the one I got from Target. It was only $19, and I think you can fit about 60 grams of coffee beans in there. You can grind really fine coffee grounds to pull espresso shots, or you can grind more of a coarse, coffee bean if you're doing cold brew. I've struggled with trying to make coffee at home because it just doesn't taste the same as when I go to a coffee shop. And I know a couple of favorites videos ago I shared the cinnamon dolce Starbucks coffee grounds, and while I liked it and it went really good with the powder that I was using for keto, it just didn't taste the same. Like, it's probably because when I would use my coffee grounds, sometimes I would leave them open. It's just all sorts of crazy things that I'm sure that I was doing that kind of made my coffee grounds not be the best. And so I recently switched to a different bean, and I use fresh coffee grounds. For those who are interested, this is the coffee that I'm using. It's the Starbucks espresso roast, It's dark, full-bodied espresso beans, and I can say that when I use this to make my macchiato, it tasted just like the one from Starbucks, and I was like, what? Oh my god, what have I been doing all this time? Next, I'm gonna share some personal slash hair care, or you know, health and beauty type things that I've been loving lately. The first one is my shampoo and conditioner. I did use it in my husband cuts my hair video. It's by Amika and it's called The Cure. I started using this shampoo in particular once I started in my salon, and I absolutely love it. I've noticed a change in my hair. My hair is shiny, it sheds less, and it's just, it smells good and it feels good. It doesn't irritate my scalp like a couple other shampoos I've used, and it's also not really greasy. It contains hydrolyzed keratin, wheat protein, vitamins A, D, E, folic acid, and iron. It has avocado in it basically, and that's where some of these nutrients come from. But I don't know, like I did an avocado mask on my hair before and it was pretty good, so it makes sense to me why I love this shampoo so much, because it has all these good things in it. It helps basically strengthen and repair your hair, and it also helps you retain moisture. And then the other Amika product that I've been loving is the flat iron. It's the moisture retention flat iron, and it's called the Confidant. Like if you go on Amika's website, they have tons of heat styling tools and they have a bunch of different flat irons, but this one is the moisture retention flat iron. This is what it looks like. It has a little digital screen. It will automatically shut off after 60 minutes, and if you can see here, it has like, I'm trying to show you guys, it has this infrared beam right here that basically penetrates deep into the strand, the hair strand, to heat it and to seal in moisture and also the style. So it helps keep your hair straight longer, it helps retain your moisture, and it helps make your hair shinier, seals your cuticle, and it has negative ions in it too to help prevent frizz. What I have noticed that with the infrared flat iron, I don't have to use such a high heat setting. My client base is either, I have a lot of people that have chemically treated hair, or their hair texture makes them more prone to breakage, dryness, and whatnot, and they want to wear their hair straight. So if I'm doing a silk press or just flat ironing or whatever the case may be, I'm usually using this one. Next is skincare. This isn't a sponsored video or anything. I'm just sharing what I've been using and what I've been loving. And I received this PR package from Pixi. It's their hydrating milk collection. I'm sorry, hydrating milky collection. And when I first saw it, I was a little bit scared to use it because the cleanser had coconut oil in it. And the last time I used coconut oil on my body and whatnot, I will say my skin was smooth AF. It was shining, you know, melanin popping. I would get comments on Instagram and everything about my skin, but then I noticed I would start getting clogged pores in the weirdest places, like my legs, my arm, my neck. It was just really weird. And then I also noticed when I would use the coconut oil in my hair, I would get more blackheads and more clogged pores on my face. I then realized that coconut oil and my body just don't mix. I went ahead and tried it anyway, and I didn't experience the same thing that I experienced using the regular coconut oil that you get from the store. Basically, there's a 6-step kit to this line. You get a makeup remover, a cleanser, a peel, a toner, a treatment serum, and then a moisturizer. I haven't used the peel yet because I've still been using my ordinary peel. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys what's in each product though, just in case you might want to try it. The makeup remover has coconut, probiotics, and oat extract. I do know probiotics are really good for your skin. They help with wrinkles, fine lines, stress, aging, and they also help fight off bad bacteria. Now the cleanser, I love the cleanser a lot. It also has the coconut and the probiotics, but it has jojoba oil. Jojoba oil is one of my absolute favorites. I mean, I've always like used jojoba oil in like a mix of other oils, but jojoba oil is really good for your skin. I use it head to toe, and whenever I have a male client whose beard and like neckline I'm cleaning up, I always put jojoba oil on their skin after service, and it helps with the ingrown hairs, it helps with razor bumps. Like, I've gotten a lot of them say that they absolutely love it. I like the way the cleanser felt on my skin. It was really smooth. It kind of made me think of like a clay, because it was thicker, and it, you know, you kind of rub it in almost like the bentonite clay that kind of pulls out the toxins and, you know, all the dirt and everything, which makes sense because coconut oil does something similar. It was very soothing. Like, it tingled a little bit, but it wasn't really like a tingle. It was just really soothing. Like, it really was opening my pores and doing its job. But the peel also has coconut, but it has willow bark extract, which is supposed to refine pores, and then it has cellulose as an exfoliant. I might do an updated skincare video. Like, I might try this for a couple weeks, maybe in June, and then I'll let you guys know how this works. Then there's the tonic. I really like the tonic. The tonic has the oat, jojoba milk, and green tea, which makes so much sense to me because there was a really like relaxing and calming like cooling sensation when I use the tonic. My skin does feel smoother. Even my husband made a comment on my skin, and I've noticed I haven't had as many blackheads as usual. I still have a long way to go, but I do feel like these products really work, and I love Pixi because you get a quality product, you get a good bang for your buck. The serum has jojoba, aloe vera, and then vitamins C and E, which vitamin C and E, those are both really good for your skin, and I've already raved about jojoba oil. The hydrating milky lotion has coconut, shea butter, and cocoa seed, and the cocoa seed is used to protect your skin from elements like the sun and just the weather. It's not necessarily a sunscreen, but it just does help protect your skin. I'm really glad I took like the leap to try these products and I didn't just give them away or something because they have coconut in them, because I really do like them, and I plan on probably using them for the rest of April, and then I'll use something else later. And that's something that I usually do with all of my body washes, my hair products, and my skin products. I try to switch them out every so often, because when you use the same things over and over, you do run the risk of getting contact dermatitis, and that's just something for like stylists and people who are using products and stuff every day. I learned that from working at the hospital, using the same chemicals and whatnot. I think I did get contact dermatitis a time or two. So the rose spray from Bath and Body Works, I don't know where the lid is, but I absolutely love this spray. It just smells so good. I love it so much that I actually have one at the salon and then one at home. I just love rose fragrance in general. I love floral scents. This is really sweet. I get a little bit of a tangerine as well, but it's not a really citrusy scent. The next category we have for this month is clothing. Fabletics Mommy and Me line that they just recently came out with. I'll share some pictures of what me and Layla got, but I was actually surprised when I got the leggings in, because I'm used to the leggings that are more spandex and kind of have like the shiny material, but these leggings, they're really cute, and they got the pink gradient, and they stretch. Like, they're stretchy, they're breathable, but they're still tight around this area to help suck in my mommy pouch and kind of, you know, make me look good, make me feel comfortable, and they're really breathable. But the thing that I like the most about these is just that, you know, there's a matching set that I can get to wear with Layla, and we can go do things together, because she absolutely loves when we match, and that just, I don't know, it just really warms my heart. I don't know about you guys, but I tend to feel happier when I look good, you know, I feel good, and I still want to be comfortable being in the house. So I've been wearing a lot of cute graphic tees that have either funny or positive sayings on them. I don't know, just to kind of lift my spirits. So I got this one from Target. It's 100% cotton, and it just says love yourself. It's just a friendly reminder to practice self-love. It's something I'm working on. This one is also from Target, so it just says relax, and it's a reminder. I think this entire time during quarantine, I'm learning to just kind of kick back, not be so hard on myself, and take time to really just enjoy the present moment and relax, because I do feel like I'm always just going. And then I have one that's in the laundry right now, but I think I've shared it with you guys before. It says good things take time, and again, that's another favorite shirt of mine to wear, because it reminds me and people who are staring at my boobies that good things take time. And that's something that I have to think about a lot, especially being in this season of sowing seeds and, you know, planting myself somewhere and just grinding. And I feel like sometimes we think that, you know, we plant a seed today, we want to reap the benefits tomorrow, and I don't know, like I just have to remind myself sometimes that it's gonna take longer, or it's gonna take more time, and that's okay. I also just got some mail, and I feel like this is perfect for this segment of the video. I purchased some shirts from my cousin's line, and it's a graphic tee that says God is bigger, and on the back it just has bigger, and then it's got like this little heart right here. So I cannot wait to wear this. It's technically not an April favorite because I just got it in the mail, but I'm gonna shamelessly plug my cousin anyway, so go check out her site. And cousin, if you're watching this, I need you to come out with some kid sizes if you haven't already, because you know I got kids and they need some shirts too. So lastly, I just have two reading, I guess you can say, I don't know, what do we call this category? Enrichment, etc. Miscellaneous. Anyway, I have been listening to Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret. I've been listening to it every day for the last 3.5-4 weeks, and it has really changed my thought process, how I think about things, how I respond to things, and I don't know, like it's just, I feel like it's changing my life in general. You can get the audio or you can read it. I strongly suggest doing both, because you know, reading something, it's just, I feel like reading it you absorb more than versus listening to it, but I listen to it every day. I'll share a few things that he said or that he spoke about that really stood out to me, and the first one was like the difference between successful people and non-successful people is having a goal. And that just really hit home for me, because when you think about businesses, when you think about when you go to work, you have a goal. They have, you know, how much money they want to make for the week, for the day. You know, what is your goal? Even when I was in cosmetology school, they had us write out how many clients, what was our goal, how many clients do we want to see for the day, how many clients do we want to see for the week, and we have to write that down every time. Once you have a goal, once you have a purpose, you start thinking about, what am I going to do to get there? He kind of used an analogy of two ships out in the sea. One has a destination and it knows where it's going, so it's moving and it's making progress and going forward. And then you have this other ship that doesn't have a destination, it doesn't have anywhere to go, so it's just kind of sitting there. When you just think about it, it's one thing to wander, to not have a goal to work towards and to think about. I don't know, it's just crazy. Like, I have goals on a bigger scale, but I didn't really break it down into smaller goals, workable goals. Okay, I opened a salon. How much money do I need to make? How much money do I want to make? Okay, in order to do that, how many clients do I need to see? How many products do I need to sell? From there, you start setting up plans and you start actively working towards them, and that's how you become successful. Another thing he said was, whatever a man thinks, he becomes. That right there, like, I don't know, I felt it. It just, I don't know what to say. He said, even if he doesn't want to admit it, that's what he wants. What you want is what you think, and that's what you become. So even if it's a bad thing, me with my salon, it was scary making the decision to open a salon suite. Honestly, like, who wants to be uncomfortable? I'm learning to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, but who really wants to be uncomfortable? Who really wants to, you know, be scared? When Corona hit and I had to stop working, I was like, am I happy or am I sad? Like, which one am I? Because now that Corona has hit and I'm not working, I don't have to live in that fear of, am I gonna make it or am I not gonna make it? That is one of those thoughts that nobody wants to admit to. I'm glad this happened, so I don't have to put myself out there and do X, Y, and Z. It just really kind of taught me that if I'm gonna do this, and if this is my goal, I need to think about this outcome and only this outcome and how I'm gonna get there, and nothing else can get in my way. No people, not even myself, my own negative thoughts. I have to train myself to think positively, and I have to want this bad enough that there's no other options. I don't know, like, he just really spoke a lot of like frightening truths to being like a human, a man, and having thoughts. I love that he quoted the Bible. He quoted Mark chapter 9 verse 32. If thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believe. I'm learning to believe in myself, even though like my present situation may not align with the goals that I have for myself in the future. I need to choose to believe that what my goal is, I'm going to achieve it. And if I keep telling myself that, if I keep thinking that, if I keep believing that, then I'm going to achieve it, because that's the only option. And then he also says, what we think about, we become. I think that's really important, and maybe that's why you should read this and highlight, circle whatever stands out to you, because it was so important that he said it like several times when he was recording this. Whatever you think is what you become. He even said a man's life is what his thoughts make of it. That instantly made me think about something else I read from Neville Goddard. He said a man's life is nothing but a sum of his previous thoughts. What I am right now is a product of all the thoughts that I was thinking and had in the past or months ago. And it really helped me realize that if I want to no longer be the person that I am, or if I, there's something I want to improve, then that future person, I need to start thinking now like that future person so I can become that person, because you are the sum of your previous thoughts. And I was just kind of like, oh my God, like, guys, I don't know, like, it really just makes me feel some type of way. It really forces you to think differently and you start questioning things, but that's a good thing. That's when the growth really starts happening. It really forced me to think about what I think about and how I respond to things, because he talks about the mind, and he refers to the mind as soil. Whatever you plant, whether it's good or bad, that's what you're gonna reap. You can plant weeds in your fertile soil. You can plant fruits, flowers, trees, but whether it's weeds or whether it's a tree, whatever it is, it's gonna grow. And that's the same with your mind. So if I keep planting negative thoughts into my mind, that's what I'm going to receive, is negativity. I'm basically training myself to think negatively, to think this won't work or this can't happen. When you start to sow positive, happy seeds into your mind, that's what you start to reap. If I hear somebody tell me something that I can't do or that they can't do, I don't want to hear it. Like, I don't want you planting those type of seeds in my mind, because I'm not trying to reap that. Guys, if you don't do anything, please, 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 for me, if you don't do it for yourself, I'm gonna be selfish and say do it for me. Please listen to this audio or read the PDF version. I will put both in the description box, and also tell me what stood out to you, because maybe something stood out to you that didn't stand out to me and I can learn from it, but it's an eye-opener. The last thing I wanted to share was a podcast on Spotify. It's called New Age Podcast. They share a lot of things on there. The most recent one that I stumbled across was titled something along the lines of what rich people don't want poor people to know. It talks about a lot of, again, eye-opening things about education, teachers, just the whole school system, how we are trained to be afraid of failure. They reward us succeeding, but they don't reward the failures, and so therefore we are all scared to fail. But then he talks about how expensive it costs you to be afraid of failure, and how all the successful rich people you see have failed so many times, and it took so many failures doing so many things that didn't make sense to other people to get to where they are now and being as successful as they are now. I'm no longer afraid of failure, but I'm lying. I'm a little bit afraid. Like, you know, when I stepped out and did, you know, made the decision to open a business, I was kind of afraid, and I had to think to myself, do I want to share this journey on YouTube, on my blog? Because what happens if I have to close down? What happens if my salon suite fails and I'm out here looking stupid? But honestly, if it happens, it happens. It was a lesson. It's my journey, and I just need to learn from it and do better the next time. The thing is, you won't learn until you fail. Guys, I don't know. It's just, I guess I just been listening to a lot of eye-opening shit lately, like things that really force you to think. You guys need to check out that episode, but also just check out the podcast in general, especially if you are interested in guided meditations, like a lot of different positive things to help train your mind and, you know, get in a better mindset to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. I'm gonna leave the link to the podcast and also to The Strangest Secret audio and reading in the description box, and I strongly encourage you guys to check them out. That concludes today's video and everything that I have been apeshit crazy about for the past month or so. I hope that you look into some of the things that I've shared with you guys, and if you do, let me know down in the comments what you liked and what you didn't like, because I love sharing. Sharing is caring. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I am almost at 200 subscribers. 200 beautiful subscribers. Can you guys believe it? Just double check. If you are not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you help me reach my goal of 200 subscribers before the end of May. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.